All right, from that, let's get back to the NFL because it is week 1, NFL season. And it's all about Dak Prescott in Dallas. Well, Dak spoke about having playmakers all around him, and he said, for me, it's about getting these guys the ball as opposed to getting the other team the ball, right?
Well, that's important.
Yeah,
You need that part. Yeah, and this is what's crazy about Dak right now. It's not about his words, it's about the actions. Anytime you have the training camp he had with the interceptions, he set out the last preseason game, but they had to cool him off for Christ's sake. He's so pick happy. Now you want Dak from 2022 to be a 2021, when he had, to my knowledge, I think he had 37 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Last year he had 15 interceptions, led the league in interceptions.
Yep.
It was tragic. They don't need that Dak. They need that franchise, possibly Super Bowl winning Dak. If he can arrive, they would be greatly happy.
Look, I know Dak hasn't just figured it out. It sounds like in the quote, he finally realized, throw the ball to my guys and not to the other team. But, listen, I know it sounds like a broken horn at this point. The Dallas Cowboys are a good enough team, talent-wise, to be a Super Bowl contender, but not if that guy doesn't play well.
Yeah, and the problem that Dak has in front of him is a little unfortunate because, yes, your defense is what makes your team so successful. However, you have to show that you are a valuable part of that offense and that unit to where the Dallas Cowboys look to their future and say, we want you to be a part of it. And so I think he's pressing to be that guy and to show that he's not what he was last year, and that was just a one-off season. That was an anomaly. But ultimately, you don't need him to be that guy. You need him to just run the offense and allow your defense.
But let's be honest. Look, Dak Prescott is a postseason problem, right? Like, his legacy is built on a lack of postseason success. Just got his first road playoff win last year, and people want to discount it because he was against old man Tom Brady and a bad Tampa Bay Buccaneer team, right? His regular seasons, like you just talked about him, he's won back-to-back 12 win seasons. His stats have been ridiculous in a couple of his regular seasons. But Dak Prescott, unless he's the best quarterback in the league or one of the worst, we're not going to judge him until mid-January. That's the reality.
What I find so interesting about this is, do you remember a couple weeks ago, Jerry Jones says, we want Dak to do less before the snap, and we want Dak to do less after the snap. And now it's, we want Dak to give the ball to other players to make plays. It just seems like they're like, we love our offense, everything's going great, but Dak, just a little less Dak.
Less of
out
you.
there. Yeah, just less Dak.
And that's really unrealistic when you think about the skill guys that you have. You bring in a guy like Brandon Cooks because you want him to stretch the field. You obviously have CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. You got Michael Gallup, who's coming off of ACL type of a year, so this year he'll probably be a lot better. Like, you have so many weapons around him. You got to see what he can do throwing the football.
Yeah, it's hard to tell the starting quarterback of a team do less. I mean, you're not handing the ball off 50 times a game.
No, but they need him to protect the football. And they need to be way more efficient on third down. They need, if you, like you talked about this defense is going to do what they do. Especially you got Michael Parsons, they're going to be top 10, top 5 easily. But it comes down to that man protecting the football, being efficient. And then, listen, Kellen Moore is gone. The scapegoat is gone. Now it's him and Mike McCarthy being on the same page, on the same accord, making the things go the right way for Dallas. Because I don't know, man. I know a lot of Cowboys fans, they're never excited for the season. They just cross their hands like, we'll see what playoffs are like, because they know how it ends for them. Yeah. Back-to-back losses to the Niners, they're like, man, we're tired of getting our hopes up. So it's up to Dak, man.
So, Dallas Cowboy fans, I know you're watching right now. Sorry. You know how the season's going to end?
Yeah.
You're not going to have a ring on your finger, and that's real. That's keeping it real.
Yeah, but would you watch a movie knowing how the ending is going to happen? No. You stop watching. That's what happened with Cowboy fans. They stopped watching towards the end of the season.
To be fair, I did watch Titanic 5 times.
Did you?
And I knew how that ended.
So did I. They usually end up back together in rom-coms. The good guy wins in the action movies.
I also saw Oppenheimer. Knew how that would end. I'm sorry.
Cowboys season.
I mean,
it's a Cowboys game. It's a 3-hour build-up to an explosion at the end.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That's what it is. Like, you can't be shocked at the end.
You can't.
It's a story.
Still tough to say.
Google it.
All right, before we take a break, Baltimore Ravens general manager Eric DeCosta talked about Lamar Jackson and how his attitude has been excellent. Of course it is. He got $2 billion to play. Yeah, because he got $200 million. That's why I'm so happy at Fox.
It's not rocket science.
Right? Like, are you shocked that Lamar Jackson's in a good headspace right now?
No, not at all. I mean, you pay him. You not only pay him, you give him an offense coordinator that's going to cater to what he's been calling for to throw the ball a little bit more. And then you surround him with weapons.
Right.
Like, I don't know how much more you can do if you're the Baltimore Ravens for a guy like Lamar Jackson. Didn't expect him to come in unhappy. That's not going to happen. He's going to be excited.
Look, there's one guy jealous of Lamar Jackson, and that's Patrick Mahomes, because the Baltimore Ravens did for Lamar Jackson what the Kansas City Chiefs refused to do for Patty Mahomes. But if the GM comes out and he's really Mr. Personality there, I mean, he's like, like my sociology teacher in college. But the reality is that, well, of course he's in a good mood because of everything he said. And oh, by the way, he's healthy. Right? Give me a healthy guy with $200 million guaranteed and a bunch of weapons. I'll show you a happy guy. Right?
Every time.
I'm on the mindset too. You talk about being healthy. It's him being healthy, coming off that PCL. He's missed, I think, 5 games the last 2 seasons. You talk about OBJ coming off the ACL. Both of them have to stay on the field for the Baltimore Ravens to be successful.
No doubt.
So it's good to be happy, but now it's time to produce.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.